think a lot of people burn out because they're lazy. Okay. I think a lot of people burn out because they're trying to do too much at the wrong time. I like to think about life almost in seasons. It's almost like you're trying to harvest crops that you never planted or trying to run a full blown marathon when your body need to go to sleep. A lot of times we end up fighting the natural rhythm of our own life because society makes it feel like we need to be in grind mode every single day. But I realize, I cannot believe I'm saying this. I realized life don't work like that, man. Every season is not summer. Okay, sometimes it's January. And January, things supposed to be quiet. Okay? You're not supposed to be outside. Trees don't bloom all year. So why do we expect ourselves to? Most people stress themselves out because they think they're supposed to be in one season their entire life. I started looking at my life in seasons and it really helped me a lot. So that's why I wanted to make this episode to share with you guys. Hopefully it'll help somebody out today. So check it out. First, we have the planning season. Okay, this is the quiet phase. You're learning, you're messing up, you're putting in the work. Nobody's really noticing it yet. You get no recognition, no applause. It's just straight effort. That's the planning season. Now, if you expect big results during this phase, you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna quit. And then we got the growth season. Okay, this is where things are slowly starting to move along. It's messy, but things are moving. Okay, long hours, it's chaotic. You still trying to figure things out as you go. So that's the growing season. A lot of growing pains are happening here. Next, we got the harvest season. Okay, that's the part that everybody sees on social media. All right, that's the wins, the money. You got the money phone to your ear, the recognition, people calling you to be on their podcast. That's where the success start hitting. But this is the thing, that season only happens because of the work that you did in the earlier seasons. And then you got the last season. Okay, this is the season that nobody really talks about, the resting season. That's when you slow down, you recover, you get your energy back so you don't completely burn yourself out. The problem is most people out here trying to harvest during the planting season. Okay, they want the reward before they even done the work, or they refuse to rest and then they get exhausted and eventually you burn the whole thing to the ground. Listen, you can't cheat the calendar, bro. It's a reason bears go hibernate and they don't just be out here hunting all year round. I always say, man, if you don't really know what to do, just look at the natural cycle of life. It's gonna always tell you what to do. And one of the worst things to do is to look at somebody else's highlight reel and start thinking that you're behind. I know people talk about this all the time, but I got to bring it up since we're talking about, different seasons of life. You might just be in a different season than that person. If someone else is winning right now, that does not mean that you're losing. It just means that their harvest season came before yours. That's it. All right, let's think about some real life situations now. Let's say you just had a kid. You're probably in survival mode. All right, you just pushed another human life outside of your human body. I don't think that's the best time to launch 3 businesses and write a book. Another example, if you just went through a big loss, a terrible breakup, dude, you're probably in healing season right now. You don't need to be worried about crushing it. All right. When you accept the season that you're in, a lot of guilt starts to disappear. You stop feeling bad for being tired. It's like, oh, no wonder I'm tired. I just had a kid. You stop thinking that you're lazy just because things are quiet right now. That was a big one for me. Sometimes the quiet seasons are just the ones preparing you for the next big chapter. You can't rush the sun. Oh my God. Oh, you can't rush the sun to come out. And you also can't rush the growth either. So as you're listening to this episode or watching this video, I want you to think about what season you're in right now and pay attention to how your body feels. If you in the planting season, stop stressing about the fruit, baby. It's coming. If you in the resting season, stop feeling guilty about slowing down. Take a nap, hibernate. All right? If you in the harvest season, stop playing small. Enjoy the win. Go outside. But through it all, man, give yourself some grace while you figure this out. Life has seasons for a reason. Spring gonna always come back around, but only if you make it through the winter though. Come on, somebody. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that's what was on my mind today on this beautiful spring day. Is it spring yet? I don't even know what season I'm in for real. I don't know why, but I feel like this is really going to help somebody out there. When I learned about this, I was like, yeah, this is what I need to start doing. I think I learned about this from Jim Rohn, actually. Rest in peace. But yeah, man, y'all know how we get down over here. If you like this episode, send it to a friend. If you hated this episode, send it to an enemy. But regardless, thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And thank you for hearing me out. Peace.